All right. See if this is all working properly. Okay, that's working. And that seems to be working. Good. Now I can close that. All right. So, letting the dog out. Yep, chat's open. My gosh, you didn't make me wait for you to sniff the air this time. Hurry up, dog. All right, so today's plan is to fly to the trade station. Hopefully, fly to the trade station. It may wind up being an exercise in futility due to power constraints and distance. That's why the first thing I'm going to do is try to nestle in 6 or 8 so more small grid, small batteries into our little ship. Are you done? Come on, you can make it. Up the stairs. I know you're little. I know the stairs are tall. You got this. Good boy. Now he's trying to tell me he hasn't been fed today. I fed you. Stop it. You're just not happy because you're on a diet. Because you're fat. The vet said you weigh twice as much as you're supposed to. You need to lose weight. Alright. Back to the computer. I did mess with my mic settings, so hopefully they're good. Well, the headset mic anyways. Alright. First things first, we have some armor blocks in here that are going to get changed out for batteries. Don't think I can fit 8 more batteries in here. Not really. I mean, I could if I could pull that one out. I can't do that without pulling that light off. Oh well. On to the other side. Oops. Wrong one. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yep. I think one more back there. If I can get to that block to grind it. Right. Looks like it'll fit. Now can I weld it? Just barely. I think a jetpack is nice. I'm not used to that. Alright, so now I'm grinding out the batteries that I already placed. Replace some more. Wow. Well, I didn't grab quite enough to be able to do that and mess up. Alright. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to that trade station. But, the hope is that I will. Alright. Let's see, these were all supposed to be BS batteries. Okay. And I should give them a few minutes to charge. Inventory. Move some stuff over here to sell. All Alright, let's see. Sometimes they'll buy something as silly as steel plates. Not too many of them. Grab metal grids. Let's grab a little bit of gold. Bit of silicon. Not going to be willing to sell much magnesium. Seems to cover just about everything they're usually willing to buy. Alright. And do I have any ice? I do not. And I don't have a hydrogen tank on this. So let's go make sure my hydrogen bottle's full. It is. Okay. I'm good. All right. Okay. Burnt my landing pad a little bit, but oh well. All right, we're off. So I'm trying streaming on Kick, seeing how that works, and so far it's extremely unpolished. Seems to work just fine. It's just hard to manage. It doesn't keep a backlog of your streaming history. So it's going to make it hard for people to find a channel. I've seen some people have clips on there, but I can't for the life of me see where the clips are actually made at. I think we'll be able to make it there just fine. Also, the Restream chat, because I do use Restream, is not allowed to send chat messages to Kick Chat, so it can't repost YouTube comments over on Kick like it did with Twitch. I'm kind of hoping to see another lake, too. I want to mine some ice, but I don't want to dig into my lake. And I'm glad I didn't decide to try and drive it. There'd be no way. It's a bit of a glitch. Oh well. Yeah, this would be impossible to drive. So, someone was asking about the spots, and I don't know if you all can see that up in the top left corner. That's what they look like on brown grass. They're white spots instead of black. And they're harder to see. I've not been able to find them on snow, so all I can say is good luck if you're on snow. But hey, good coffee, peaceful flight. It's a 1:15 here and I'm having my first cup of coffee. Actually, I had to get up and run to the store this morning because I used the last of my coffee last night. Didn't realize it. If I run across another lake, I might be doing that after we're done at the station. If I don't run across the lake, well, then we still might get in the mining ship and go looking for another lake. The only reason I'm saying we'll probably get in the mining ship is because this one will be low on power by then. Base Pirate Beacon. Yeah, I've killed too many wolves. They are super friendly with me. I'm actually seeing their beacon now. That's a plus. And there's the ore markers on sand. Again, they're white. Just over the top of my ship there. Little white spots. I don't know if anybody's watching yet who isn't familiar with that, so wanted to point it out. I don't know what the braking thrust on this is going to require for me for my slowdown time, so trying to give it plenty of time. So about a kilometer. I'm going to go for the lower dock. I need to leave on. Otherwise, I can't necessarily use the inventory. I don't think I've ever seen this particular station before. Alright, let's check the store first. Oh, they sell ships. And elite welders. That's nice, but that's really expensive. Med kits are nice. Mini merchant. I don't have 1,000,000 credits. Scout miner. Solar scout. Alright. These all look pretty cool. Let's see what they're willing to buy. Bulletproof glass. Bush's inventory. I did not bring any glass with me. Computers. Sell all 100 of them. I swore. I have to actually have them in the medium cargo container. That's a bummer. Blaze. Grids. Oh, there they are. All right, well, that's looking pretty good. We've got 531,000 credits. It's a step in the right direction. Now we got to go move things to the medium cargo container, apparently. They weren't buying any ores that I saw. Throw them in there anyways, just in case I missed it. Alright. We will sell construction components. 99. Thought I grabbed 100. Detector components, I didn't bring any of those. 80 displays. $59. Large steel tubes. Alright, am I missing ores here? Or are they just not buying any ore? They're not buying any ores. 812,000. HO1 Sapper. Now, almost have enough to get this mini merchant, which might be kind of cool. Alright. Well, that's cool. Let's see. We'll go look around because usually trading stations have a little that area, and that will get us more cash. Oh, this one has contracts. They're pretty good contracts. I might have to come back and look at these. What's it playing? Access denied, huh? At least I know where the ATM's at now. Evening, Ted. Oh, the bed doesn't have any. I found a lot of times with trade stations, they'll have like base credits in the beds. So I always check now. Oh, hey, Toxic. Yeah, sorry I'm not on Twitch anymore. Twitch said you're not allowed to multi-stream on their platform anymore, so I'm obeying their rules. That's tempting. Cosmic Coffee? I had like 21 followers on Twitch, and it just didn't make sense. Yep. So, sorry, man. Welcome to YouTube, though. That is good coffee. I'm really tempted to go load up on more stuff and come back. I kind of want to buy this mini merchant here. Either that or the Solar Scout. I really like the Solar Scout just because it's a little cheap thing. But, ooh, the Atmo Constructor. Yeah, it's very tempting. Very tempting, but I really shouldn't spend my money on that. I mean, I could. That I should buy. An elite welder. I can't make that until I get platinum. Alright. We will think about coming back. See, now I thought about that, Ted, but, or sorry, Toxic, but, I would have to be streaming that also. So I can't stream to them both at the same time, even if they're different streams, because I can't afford the bandwidth to stream to a second platform without Restream. Sadly. Because I thought about doing that. I really did. Unfortunately, it's just going to have to be that way. I'm hoping that Twitch will backpedal on that, because it's mostly a decent... Yes, but I can't... I would have to be streaming it at the same time, I believe. I would have to... I'll look into that once we get off of here. Alright. I did see some things I'd like to look at. Alright. Yeah, we're going to head back to home. And then we will probably come back here with a... I forgot to look and see what they're selling, what's selling best. Let's go take a look. Yeah, need braking thrust. Okay. Let's go back and take a look. I'll probably take a screenshot of it. Yeah. Well, I'm new to the streaming thing myself. I mean, I say I'm new, but the fact is I just haven't really tried to learn all the ins and outs. I hit stream, and I have a little fun with it. But if it's not in my OBS software, I don't really know what I'm doing. I have to learn their systems. YouTube's is actually... It has more complexity to it, but it's more intuitive. Twitch is just simple, easy, straightforward. Well, I can't stream to Rumble with Restream, unfortunately. That was actually the first thing I was trying to set up. I wanted to be streaming on Rumble, but Restream won't allow me to stream directly to Rumble. I would have to set up an RTS something connection, and I have to pay for the Restream package to restream to a custom setup like that. Okay. Explosives sell really well, but there only want 11 of them. I think everybody has YouTube, to be honest. Alright, got screenshots of the whole list. I won't be wasting my gold. Reactor components are looking good. I can load up on those. Same with metal grids. In fact, I think that's probably what I'll do is reactor components and metal grids. I think the reactor components are basically just iron and gravel. Hey, Flo. I did look at them. And I did say that I would probably come back and take a better look at them later. Because they don't look bad. Yeah, I mean, search contracts, I'm not a big fan of the search contracts, to be honest. But the acquisition contracts, I like those. In fact, since I'm planning on coming back, we are going to accept that one. Oh, we'll accept this one because we can complete this one right now. Detector components. And I'm taking screenshots of all of these as I'm hitting accept so that I don't forget, because it's easier if it's in a different screen. Yes, they definitely do. Bounty contract. Target myself. There's a bounty to kill me. What am I? How? Why? Okay, not sure why I have a bounty on my head. Wish I could collect it, though. That's a good bounty. Huh. Yeah, they can be. All right. Can I collect my own? I wish. I don't know. Is there a failure penalty? I don't see one. Finish. Blue swoosh. Firm. Oh, 449. Okay. You know, that's worth a shot. Let's see. But I won't be, Alright, I got 1 hour, which means I gotta go straight back to my base, because I don't want to leave my ship out in the middle of the... I don't want to lose my ship when I hit respawn. Aww. Bummer. Yeah, you're not allowed to kill yourself. Well, I can't. It won't let me. So... Alright, now we gotta go back to the base. I know how to fly, honest. I really want to put a remote control block, not a remote control block, a few AI blocks on here and make it automatically take itself home. So on just a return flight like this, I'd be able to hop in, say, take me home, and walk away. Damn straight, got that right here. I do need to refill it though, it's getting cold. Well, when we're all said and done with this trip, I think I might go over to that Space Pirate beacon. I have a blueprint of the blue swoosh. I'll just reprint it if it gets destroyed. They're friendly to me. I want to see if they'll actually shoot at me though. They didn't used to. I've done that, Flo. The problem is when you're on a planet, you know, if I come and I point it so I'm pointing down a little bit, but if I'm on a planet and I'm pushing forward like this, you can see that crosshair's slowly moving up because I'm going over the planet. Yeah, that's true, but it doesn't really make too much of a difference for me. Not for this one. I usually just try to add enough batteries to compensate for that because it's just too much of a hassle. And you can see my bar is already full. Yeah, that's true, because it does help quite a bit. But you see, I just let off and yeah, I'll go through and I'll set that up. Let's see. 2. Did I put forward thrust on here? Usually put... No, I did not. Alright, show all of these. Extra boost. Turn those off. Okay. Forward. Okay. I need the backward thrust. Okay. Hey, Jamie. My day's going well. Alright, so groups. Backward thrust. On. Backward thrust. Off. Need to be a bit higher to be able to actually use it. The plan for today was to fly to that trading station, see what they've got, and maybe, just maybe, do a bunch of sales. And then after that, go pick up some ice because my hydrogen tanks on the base are pretty much empty. Yes, Flo. I know it works. It's just, I don't usually use it on the planet. I use it in space all the time. I just never bother on the planet. And I should, because you're absolutely right. I just usually don't. Why are you screaming, cat? What? Okay, you don't want attention. Death, I don't think he realizes how loud he's being when he does that. I think he's just making noise to make noise. I was kind of hoping to find another lake. Um, hmm. For this ship, I mean, it's always possible to slap guns on a ship. If you don't think it's possible to slap guns on a ship, then you're doing it wrong. Every ship is capable of having guns. Let's see. I could probably get rid of some of the backward thrust. Get rid of 2 of those and slap some guns right in between them. Or right in between the lights and the backwards thrusters. Right in the front next to the cockpit. Or put them below the cockpit ridgeline there. That would probably be a good spot for them. As far as making them actually reloadable, that would be difficult. Was making them reloadable, I'd have to bring some conveyor pipes back along the center to the connector. Do you believe there's a port there that I could get access to? No. No, I would have to manually reload those guns. Shit. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, there we are. Oh. Yes, the camera position has a port, but there's no gun that's going to easily sit there against that port. Well, it'll sit there, but it's going to look like trash. Not entirely. The ship is still intact. Oh. I survived. Yeah, you could put a couple of Gatlings sticking off the nose, but it would really take something that already doesn't look all that great and probably make it look worse. If I was going to do that, I'd probably just go with manual reloading because I don't have a whole lot of threat in this world. If you have not made nice with the pirates, yeah, you might want to do it. I mean, there's always ways to do it. Like, I could spread these thrusters on the side out. I could spread these side thrust out or get rid of one of them even and use that to get access to the ports on the maybe. Yeah, it would require quite a bit of tear up, but yeah, I think I could make it work. I don't want to eh yeah, I don't think I'm going to do it, but yeah, I think you could do it. It would just require quite a bit of teardown. It would probably be something I'd want to do in creative and then update the blueprint. Good time to make it home too. Almost nighttime. Perfect. Now we're going to be flying in the dark to get back there. Pretty much, you're right about that. AI does spawn on the Earth-like planet. Um, if you're not friendly with the space pirates, the drones can actually come and attack you. So if I were to change this to be, say I come in and I go to GPS, or sorry, factions, if I were to click on the space pirate and declare war, which I could, am I in a faction? Yeah, I am. Then I could. Why am I not able to declare war? Yeah, I should be able to declare war on the space pirates. Why can't I? Did they change that? Yeah. Yes, that's correct. And I don't know how far away that space pirate beacon is from here. Alright. Let's see. No, they will send drones if they know you're there. So that space pirate beacon that I passed, that's going to be a space pirate base. If they know I'm there, they will send drones after me. If I'm within 15 kilometers of that base, they can send drones at my base. And I thought it was 10 kilometers actually, but it might be 15. Either way, the drones can actually become a real nightmare if you are unlucky enough to get attacked by them early game. Like really early game. Alright, let's open up my screenshots here. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it doesn't really matter. Um, the point is, you should probably try and stay away from the space pirate base unless it's green for you. And I need 21 parachutes. There they are. I'm gonna make 100 of them. They're cheap. Why is the iron not fitting? Because the inventory is overfilled with... Go ahead and... wafer? Yeah, the drones can be very profitable to go after, if we're being honest. Okay, so I need 21. 3 more. Okay, and I also need detector components. Yeah, it can be extremely bad if they find you first. I need 39 detector components. Yeah, that is the best strategy for early game, to be honest. But there's a caveat to that. It's extremely boring to do that, if we're being honest, because it's just sit and wait. Oh no, mine definitely cannot. Oh yeah, definitely. My base was not planning for a pirate raid. Let's see, 39 of those, 675 construction components. Right, I need 675, and I don't have that many. Make 200 of them. Alright, 678. Go ahead and we'll pull 3 of them over here. 675. What's left? Contracts pay well, but gotta have the resources. Production, solar panels. I need 10. All I need is 10. And that's good because those take up a lot of space. Okay. That's it for the acquisitions. I think. Oh, and silicon. It was like 600 and something. I don't remember. Yeah, you're 100% right, and that's only if I wasn't friendly with the space pirates. Actually, Flo, in atmosphere, the drones spawn with atmospheric thrusters. Ice. Hydrogen engine generators are better, and since you have AI blocks, will it make it easier to set up? Yes. You're 100% right. The problem with using the hydrogen engines is actually twofold. One, they're loud. Two, you really got to watch your hydrogen because you'll just run out and come back to a dead base. And Murphy's Law dictates that when your base does die, it will be during an attack. So I try to avoid that. I agree with Flo here, actually. I prefer to have a huge battery bank and have wind turbines and solar power powering that. Preferably wind turbines because you get better return on investment. And when I say investment, I'm talking about resources and the amount of space required. I think I only doubled my power input, and that solar array out there has 80 solar panels on it. 80. That's a lot. Yeah, hydrogen engine can be a good backup, but I don't want to listen to it all the time. I prefer to just have it there as a backup. But as you guys have seen from my base, it's not that big yet. The next episode will be expanding it out and going over You're right. You're right. Alright, now let's go BS medium. Alright, I need to look over here at these. Let's see. Yeah, that can be actually mitigated, Joe. I could set up a ice farm. I could actually very easily dig down under my base and build a rover down there that did forward-facing mining. You're right about that, Ted. So yeah, I could go under the ice and set up a wheeled ice miner mining in front of it. So that would mitigate the holes all over the ice. It would look awful when coming in from space for a landing, because the entire lake would look tore up, but the lake would stay smooth that way. Let's see, I want to take metal grids. They are willing to take 187. Let's see how many I have. Perfect. 100. That's the end of that. Okay. $100. And that's it. That's all I can take. The metal grids are pretty good return on investment. So let's see. Cockpit, I have 150-ish. Yes, you're 100% right on that, obviously, and I would like to do that. Oh, you're 100% right on that, Kevin. The hydrogen engine yield is disproportionate when facing reality. However, I'm okay with that, because it's a game. Let's see, reactor components. Silver. Take silver. Now I'll have to go get more silver because I want to make 126. I'm going to sell them all of the reactor components they'll take, because it's 6,358 credits per reactor component. And superconductors, 52. That's exactly the problem. The second law of thermodynamics does not make for good gameplay. Okay, let's see, 52. Can I fit 52 of them here? No, 31. So I need 21 more. Alright. That's looking alright. That's definitely looking alright. I don't know. I honestly don't. I hadn't considered an air traffic control tower. And that's all I can fit for the reactor components. But I'm not going to give up any of the superconductor components, because those sell for 26,000 credits each. So I think we're going to get a pretty good return on this flight. I think it's a good amount of resources to sell. Which I will. I like making drones. But yeah, Yeah, I could make the air traffic control tower coming off the back side. Yeah, I might just do that. Did I set the batteries to recharge? I did not. Let's see. Okay. We are just going to wait for those to go and get recharged, because all I saw was like 2-3 minutes each. And we got plenty of wind power. Means it's probably a good time for me to go smoke a cigarette. My dog will be happy if I go smoke a cigarette too, because he wants to go outside. And my coffee wants to be filled. So I will switch this over to... I did do some work on the headset mic. Is it sounding better? This is the headset mic right now. I'm hoping it sounds better. Yeah, I'm planning on building a automated drill. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the feedback. Oh, nectar of the gods, I tell you. Nothing beats good coffee. Actually, my dog's not moving. I'm going to go out in the garage because the air conditioner's running, which is right next to my back door, which is kind of loud. I'm glad it sounds good. And I'm glad you guys can barely hear the cat because he was really loud to me. The cat upstairs hasn't been screaming all day. She, she's loud. She's extremely loud. And unfortunately, she is, we've been babysitting her for a couple of months. She's not our cat. So she has the run of my bedroom. She's one of the sweetest babies you'll ever run into with people. She will fight any other cat, no matter what, even if it's a kitten, to the death. So she can't run around the rest of the house. It's a problem. So I thought I could incorporate her and let her be with the other cats, but it only wound up being that this tiny little sweet kitten had my other two cats burrowing into the furniture and hiding all day. They wouldn't even come out to eat. So she's got the run of my bedroom. She's got her own cat litter up there. She's got her own food and water dish. She curls up with me when I sleep. And we go up there on occasion and spend time with her. Because we just can't let her be with the rest of the cats. She's very well cared for, though, and very well loved, even if she is locked in that room. And it's a big bedroom, so it's not like she's locked in a tiny space. Hey, Black Star. Everything seems to be going well. I'm just letting my batteries charge a little bit before I head back out to the trade station. Hoping to pick up some coin. I might actually buy a ship. Oh, congratulations on your trip. Hope you had a good time. May I ask where you went on vacation at? Or would that give up too much personal information? Ooh. No, I'm not worried about being bitten by this kitten. This kitten is... When I said she loves people, she loves people. She only bites you when playing. Oh. That's a bummer. Sorry to hear that. Actually, before I head out, was it the... Which one was it? I thought it was the reactor components I still had. Yeah. Wasn't it the reactor components that I couldn't fit them all in? Actually, I'm painfully aware of how deadly a kitten bite can be. I've never personally had an issue with it, but I've known people who have. Yeah, I thought it was reactor components. There they are. I can carry all of those on me. Almost forgot about my personal inventory. Got all the metal grids I need. Is there anything else that's selling well? Explosives sell really good, and there's only 11 of them. I should be able to carry all of the explosives. Alright, that's good. Basically, I'm just looking for things that have a... Yeah, the flesh-eating bacteria. The flesh-eating bacteria is nothing you want to mess with because it very easily gets in your bloodstream and causes you to go septic too. It's awful. I already sold all the steel plates they're willing to buy. Power cells. Power cells sell pretty well, and they're willing to take 55 of them. I don't think I'm going to be able to carry all these, but... Yeah, that's it. 14. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm carrying. Okay. Hopefully, that's everything from my acquisitions list. And I'm pretty sure that once I turn these in, my reputation will drop with another faction. But that's okay because these people sell ships. Yeah, it's kind of neat, some of the things they do to be able to treat it. Alright, now we just have a bit of a flight.
that's lucky. That is really lucky. That's a very good start, Flo. If you can land next to a station selling components and ships, you're good. In your cockpit on your rover, there is a data pad, and I don't think I have one on me, but that data pad will have a GPS coordinate for your first station. You can open that data pad, and down at the bottom it will say copy GPS to clipboard. All right. It's a super fast flight. You know, I really considered installing the sleep mod onto this playthrough for recording purposes. You're right about that. Yep, I was going to look in there and see if they were selling them. Ooh, that's a bummer. Yeah, if you're looking in space, you'll see a sphere floating there. And in that sphere is when we get closer to the station, I'll show you what it looks like. All the stations have their shield up. So if you're looking for the shield, it's a lot easier to spot them, and that's something you can really look for in space.
They stand out like a sore thumb in space. Also, their beacons are like 10 kilometers. Yeah, it's just under 10 kilometers. When we get within 10 kilometers of this place, it will show up. We'll get a little white indicator that will show up by the one that says two owned signals. And that little white one will be the beacon for the trade station. Don't really need my lights on for this, but we'll leave them. Yeah, 1 hour of flight time. That should be plenty. All right, so yeah, in just a moment here, you'll start to see the white signal pop up there. When we hit 10 kilometers, it will appear in that list of destinations that we're pointing at. The ENCS beacon just showed up. Alright, so yeah, you see that blue glow around that station? That's what you're looking for, and you'll be able to see it a few kilometers away. Yes. And you'll be able to spot them even if you're not looking for the signals because of that blue glow. Sometimes you'll even be able to see them when their beacon's off because of that. And in space, it sticks out like a sore thumb. Right. Alright, now we should be able to sell items and finish the acquisitions. I'm going to start with selling the stuff in my inventory. That's some pretty good profit there. Now we're going to finish the acquisition missions. Finish. True. Yeah, that's true. You can, but it's difficult. Oh, I thought I pulled all the... Okay. Thought I had pulled... Okay, let me go check my ship's inventory. Maybe just can't pull it from the other inventories. No, that was for silicon ore. Ah, crap. Okay, I need to sell the reactor components and the superconductors, and then I can finish that mission. Sell reactor components. There they are. And metal grids. Pretty good money, though. Doesn't take much to hit 1,000,000 credits. So I'm not sure why that is a... I'm not sure why that is actually a milestone. I wish I had this in real life. Just be able to walk up and buy a burst fire bomber. I don't usually play with the with this system too much. I usually use it to buy resources that I can't get a hold of. One thing I might actually do is buy zone chips and build a shield around my base. Let's see. Let's go do the acquisition because I can now. And I'll have to come back with silicon ore. I am not sure. I am not sure if it's a atmospheric and hydrogen thruster. I assume it's atmospheric. That bugs me. Okay. Acquisition contract for silicon wafers. Accept. I have silicon wafers, so why not? Girders. Man, they brought me more acquisition. Yeah, I could. I could get very wealthy doing contracts. What do you mean? I have silicon wafers in the ship. Why I accepted it. Just can't grab them from the cockpit, huh? Fine. Be that way. All right. Let's go check our account balance now. 4,371,229. I like this one, the patrol craft. Kind of nice. Yeah, they don't have the better welder anymore. I mean, that's cool. Yeah, the B-60 freighter can go to space, but because of the nature of this series, I am not going to be buying it. Even if I get enough credits to buy it. Because the first thing I'll be doing is actually getting the... I will be building a spacefaring ship to get me to space. Because that's something I'm going to have to go through since this is a guide series. But getting myself a slightly better ship. Well, this one can go to space too, it looks like. But I'm not a big fan of fighters, really. For the type of stuff I'm doing right now. Civic Hauler does not look like it can go to space. It is a nice looking ship, though. We could modify it. Oh, I like that one. That's got lots of cargo space. It can also go to space, though. Alright, I think for now, That one's going to have ion fade. I don't see ion thrusters on the... Wait, yes I do. Is that atmospheric and ion? Weird. I'm going to have to spawn some of these and see what they actually do. This one's kind of nice too. I think I might just buy a whole bunch of zone chips. And have them on the ready. It is so easy to get credits. It does have large cargo. I like that one. I really do. But I think I'm going to spend my credits on the 26 zone chips they have. Nah, I'll buy them when I'm ready. For now, I'm just going to go with this and call that good enough. I have a mining rig of my own. The merchant looks really good for me for what I'm doing. I do like the freighter. Yeah. Very tempting, but I think if I buy this, it's going to have to be part of the one of the episodes. It is very cheap. It's a good way to upgrade if you're going to play the economy route, which I might do. I might just do that. Incorporate the economy into some of this, but... See, you know, I wish this clock actually showed in-game time. So you could see the clock tick through full 24 hours in that 2-hour day-night cycle span. It would be nicer, I think. Alright, let's see. All the acquisition contracts are gone now. Okay. 30 more canvas. I will accept. Because I have to come back anyways. I can make oxygen bottles. I think I might do that in another playthrough, but not this one. Unfortunately, just not the way it's going to have to be. Alright, I need... I'm taking screenshots of these so I don't mess it up again. Alright, now we're going to head back, going to get those items, and we're going to complete those contracts just because if you don't complete them, it can actually hurt your reputation. Oh yeah, and what is this one? ENCS. I am plus 24. Everything I've done, I have hit plus 24. Let's see. We are going to... Why is it off? I thought I had that set to lock, unlock. I must have set it to, I must have set it to power. Oh well. That's kind of what I was thinking, Flo. Yeah, Flo, that's exactly what I was thinking. So we are on the same page there. That's why I am not going and buying stuff right now. If I'm going to do anything, it will probably be a merchant ship for back and forth trips. But I'm afraid of buying a ship right now because all the ships there have things I have not covered yet. Going to take advantage of the downward slope of my ship. I thought about that, but I think if I'm going to do that, I'm going to show the economy route from the start, and it will be in a world that I will probably record starting the world multiple times until I land close to an economy station to make it good. It will be fun. Anyways, I'm going to take advantage of the downward slope of the ship to take a trip to the little engineer's room. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. The coffee tax. Came back just in time, though. I was starting to lose speed. I really am. Yeah, taxes are a real thing. Um, I might actually do that though, Flo. That I showed how to turn it into a rover, and I could show how to turn it into a flying ship in the next playthrough if I do that. But it depends on the distance. And because I'm going to have enough power left in the battery to be able to get started. I'm really, really considering adding some basic AI blocks to this and letting it fly me home for me. Because it's actually kind of annoying. Getting to the destination, that's enjoyable. But if I'm just going home, I might as well. Yes. And if you tear out the... Yes, and if you tear out the hydrogen thruster from the bottom, that gives you the metal grids you need to be able to build a third thruster to help you with directions. Right. Gonna be getting back at daybreak. Ah. Yes. Well, my thoughts are that once you're building your large grid cargo, if you're building your first large grid cargo, I'm assuming that you're going to be disassembling parts of your rover, or you have found cobalt. Let's see. Two. I do love sunrise in this region. I'm very happy with where I've set up shop. Well, my pod is still completely intact because I landed close to cobalt. Yeah, I think the hydrogen thruster is missing on my rover, but I think everything else is pretty much there. I did take the rover out and drive it just the other day just because I could. I was bored, waiting for resources to... Actually, it was yesterday. I was waiting for resources to process. I'm still waiting for resources to process, actually. Alright. Go ahead and we will lock, charge off. Oh, I will show you why I have a door on the floor. This is my access to conveyor systems. So, the conveyor systems down here needed to be built up. So I dug them out and left access to be able to get back and fix them without grinding. And I'm probably going to be expanding that crawl space so that I can do the plumbing in the back of the base when I expand it out. Or get under the base to work on plumbing. So I'm probably actually going to come in here and I'm going to dig out all of the ice following the conveyor systems so that if anything does get broken, I can easily get under there and fix it. Yep, it's just a crawl space. I like using these doors because you can walk across them without any issue. They're not the best option, but they work well. Alright, let's go back to the screenshots again. And let's see if I can actually get this right this time. Okay, so BS. Medium. Move the silicon wafers back over here. Okay, let's move all of these here. Large cargo. Hide empty. Move everything back over to the cargo. Pardon me. And I think I'm actually out of silicon now, so I actually can't complete it. That's a bummer. I'm going to have to now, because I accepted the contract. And abandoning contracts can sometimes just cost you a bunch of reputation. Alright. Okay. Let's see. I need 30 canvas. Okay. And 26 oxygen bottles. Right? Oxygen bottles? Yeah. 1, 2... I'll just make 30 of them. Oxygen bottles are cheap, thankfully. Keeps taking them from there. Okay. O2. Turn you off. That way you'll stop taking my oxygen bottles from me. All I can carry there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 21, 22. Three, 4, 25, 26. Alright, that looks good. Got all of those we can carry. Let's go grab some silicon. Don't think I have a strip mine for silicon yet. Oh wait, yes I do. Right there. Not gonna grab too much of it. Right. Oh, helps if the batteries are on. Oops. And the gyros. And I need to plunge a new hole. Actually, I might not. Let's see. I don't need much silicon, so I should just be able to grab from the sides of this hole. It was, 1 second, and I will tell you the exact number. 449. So I don't need much silicon here. Think I got enough. 28,000 should cover it. And I can just fly back home real quick because my inventory is nowhere near full. So the ship is still going to fly well, which is nice. It'll be the best return trip I've had with this thing. Usually it's overly full. It was meant to be a very simple vertical miner, showing the principles of how to set it up without overdoing the complexity of it. It has all the required systems for a vertical miner in a teeny tiny little package without too much effort to set it up. My hope was that the people who try to build it will learn from building it and make something better. How far off am I? Quite a bit. Okay. It's pretty much as simple as it gets, actually. Yeah, for a starter miner, it's not too bad. Just gonna grab 1,000, bring it with me. Make sure I have enough. Turn off the lights. Set the batteries to recharge. Should be good enough. Well, yeah, more complex doesn't mean better, but adding something with a bit more storage and better thrust. But right now, I mean, it's got the most thrust it can carry. It would be nice if it had three rows of drills and 2 rows of thrusters, and that should be enough to afford you to get another large cargo container on there if you were to do that, but maybe not. I think we're ready to head out, actually. I think that's everything I need. I did not look at the acquisitions again to see if, or sorry, the items to sell. So, let's see. Less power efficient, yes, but it would make it safer to get back to the base width. That's one of the biggest problems I've had with this miner is it's just, once it's full, it's basically unflyable. It needs a bit more downward thrust, which I could give it fairly easily, actually. I just haven't yet. Like I said, it was a bare minimum, this will function kind of design. That was what I was going for. And I nailed it for that. This one I've got a bit more thrust than I need. I've actually got only about 2/3 of the thrusters are actually functioning. That's the thrust override setting group that you saw, or thrust boost group that you saw in the control panel. Oh, I love the rain. In real life, I love the rain. In this game, I don't so much. Just kind of hazy right now, though. And that's a bit too hazy. Okay, I just flew through some rain. See, now, I thought that the weather in this game was a whole world phenomenon. I thought that the weather system actually just made the whole world rain. That is not how it goes. Yes, Flo, you're right on that. And I have done that too. The problem is that you have to plan for the heaviest cargo you might be carrying. Yeah, it's not the best for a new player. Yeah, this one, it's when the cargo is full of ice, it will fly. And I figured that was a good benchmark for... Actually, full uranium would be your best bet for picking maximum flight requirements. If you're talking about the miner, then the miner, yeah, full gold would probably be your best bet. Because you're not going to be using a vertical miner in a situation with uranium. Sadly, it's just not something you have to worry about, unless you're on the moon. So, Who was it that was saying they can't see the spots on their planet? Those little white spots there are ore marks. When you're in the lighter grass or lighter surface areas, they show up as white. So you'll see some more coming up here. I thought uranium was heavier than platinum. What were you looking for in the pantry? Oh, okay, just grabbing a straw. True, you're right. For Earth-like miners, that would also be overkill. But I think you can find platinum on other planets. I think the alien planet has platinum on it. I could be wrong on that, but I thought it did. I like overkill. Overkill's perfect. Trying to not do too much overkill has been my biggest challenge in this series. And in case you couldn't tell by my power, I had to allow myself to do that. Because there's no such thing as too much power. Huh. That actually sounds like it might be interesting, Ted. Are you going to post it to the workshop when you're done? Hmm. Do. I didn't see anything post. Ah, okay. Well, if it works, let us know. I love seeing other people's cool builds. There's no such thing. An invitation for Clang is, well, it's just a good time. Either it all works out and you get to laugh about it with your buddies, or things blow up and you get to laugh about it with your buddies. So save before you finish it. For reputation. All right. Let's look at the acquisition contracts. I don't want to give you my gold ingots. You know, this could be a lot of fun just doing the acquisitions and going through the merchant route. We've got nearly 5 million credits. Alright, we're going to buy a data pad, because these are the data pads you can buy at the stations that will show you other stations. So, if we come in here and we look at this, it's the GPS for the CLCT station, and hit create GPS marker, and that's all we need that for. We can now be done with that station, or that marker altogether. I'm not seeing it show up yet. There we go. Turn it on and we should be able to see it. Yeah, so about a kilometer up, well, about 2 kilometers up, there's another station. Sorry, 2,000 kilometers. That's at another, that's out in space. There's nothing there. Oh, I guess there is something there. That must be is that the moon? Alright. Fly out of here so I can actually see what that is. Oh, that's Mars. Hmm. You know what? Exploding systems are fun. My own personal opinion. I like exploding systems. Well, I like them when they're somebody else's system. You know what? I want to see if we can find some lake ice, so let's head over this way and we'll check out the base pirate setup. See if they're going to shoot at us. Worst case scenario, I have to remake this ship. Or fly over here and buy one. looks like a problem with the ore map, actually. That looks like it's all supposed to be an ice lake, but it's wrong. Oh well. Space Pirate Beacon. I didn't think Space Pirates had a shield on them. When did that change? I do know what Space Battle Yamato is. Did they change the Space Pirate faction? Am I actually allowed to trade with the Space Pirates now? Looks like a standard trading station. I have not. This is intriguing to me. They have zero zone chips, contracts, or apparently it's highway robbery. Ooh! I can buy an engineer plushie. I think I'm gonna buy an. Will buying something from them hurt my reputation with other factions? Huh. That's a tough one. Let's see, they aren't willing to buy anything. But they do sell an engineer plushie. I think I might just, yeah. I shouldn't, but I'm going to. And we'll see if that hurt my reputation with other people. Everything is overpriced, but whatever. Contracts. Oh, man. I could actually play through the economy system as a pirate. Okay. I'm not sure when they changed that, but that's a good change. Nothing. The plushie does absolutely nothing. I like this bedroom. Thank you. And that's why you check the beds. Pretty much. That is pretty much the only use for them. Access denied, access denied. Not access denied. Not access denied. Okay. Access denied. Oh, I didn't look to see. Do they have data pads? I got distracted by the plushie. No, they do not. I was hoping they did. Oh, and I should mention buying more data pads will not give you different GPS coordinates. If you buy more data pads, you just get the same GPS coordinate multiple times. Yes. Yes, you should always check the beds because they might have just, 11,000 credits in them. I might actually wind up being happy that I'm friendly with the pirates if they're going to be the ones selling plushies. Yeah, I've never actually seen a pirate trading station before. That's the first time I've seen one. So, that was a very interesting. I need to mark that because I don't have a GPS coordinate for the pirate trading station. That would actually be really cool. There are some recovery. Hmm. The recovery. There were some early on, at least. There were some jobs you could do where you would go out and try to repair a ship. Yes, that's what I was thinking about. Um, I don't know if they're still there because, like I said, I don't usually play the economy route too often. It's been a long time since I did a full playthrough with the economy route. Yeah, there at least used to be repair missions where you would go out and repair their ship for them. I don't know. I don't know if they're gone. I don't know if they're still there. I would assume they're still there because it seems like way too good of a gameplay arc to just throw away. So I'm not going to dig up the ice lake around that space pirate base because I don't want to risk angering them. And hmm, yeah, I just don't want to risk angering them right now. Everything can be abused for resources. The thing with the repair missions is you're going to gain far less experience from doing that mission than what you'll lose if you decide to tear down the ship. So if you decide to tear down that ship and you only tear down a few blocks, you're going to lose a ton of reputation. If you do the repair, you gain a little bit. Got to go up higher so I can just turn off my forward thrust. I need more coffee. I wasn't paying attention. Should be watching for more ice lakes while I'm flying back, taking a slightly different route. Don't think I'm going to see one though. Let's fly up higher. Not sure how high I can safely go. Can't imagine it's much more than this. I think we're going to change course. Rather than going straight home, I'm going to fly this way and look for an ice lake. And more coffee. Because coffee is important.
All right.
Oh, there's another lake. It looks like a nice lake. Let's go mark it. Figured it was just a matter of time before we found one. It's only going to be like 20 kilometers from home. That's not too bad. Actually, looks like for practicality reasons, this probably would have been a better lake to build on. I would have been able to use my rover more. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's the black marks in green. They're just barely visible. They look like just texture marks. They're in the top left-hand corner of my screen. Right there. Just barely visible. Probably more out here. As far as snow on snow goes, I don't know. I really don't. Yeah, I'd have to load a snow world. Well, load in a snowy region and look. Is it? So it's just like the grassy regions. Or sorry, the prairie or savanna. Yeah, never trust the yellow snow. Let's see, how far are we from home? 17 kilometers? So they're just like the yellow, the, it's the same yellow patch as you would see in like the prairies, like the brown grass, or in the desert. Okay. Yeah, it wouldn't be, but it at least makes sense. Yes. See, I thought I saw some yellow terrain over here. Yeah. We'll head over this way, and I'll show you the the blue ice shows up black, the green grass shows up black. So green grassy plains show up black, the ice shows up black. This brownish grass here, that's going to show up with a yellow patch, and it sounds like Flo is saying it's a yellow patch for the ice as well. Yeah. Yeah, the black patches, like there's some right down there. Can't really see it, but it's there. If we come out here onto the grasslands here, they're kind of gray here. So I'm flying right up to them right now. It's right underneath us. I'll fly up so the grasses will disappear. So you can see those grayish spots underneath us. Those are ore deposits. So if we come down, if we do actually land here, you'll see some ore down there. And there's going to be, yep, there's some right over there. So yeah, they're different colors for different regions, which is good and bad. Because if it showed up as black splotches on the green or the brown grass, it'd be way too easy to spot. And yellow snow, well, that's great. I think that's probably a good way to do it. Kind of sounds like a Jedi mind trick, though. These are not the resources you're looking for. Because who the hell wants to mine up yellow snow? That's entirely possible. I thought I mentioned that when I was pointing out the ore patches when I was finding the location, first setting up on the lake. I may not have, though. I have not seen it in any of the documentation from space engineers either. That's entirely possible. I mean, I think Keen did pretty good with their in-game tutorials, but they didn't hit everything. We're gonna fly around the mountain. Yeah, I started playing Space Engineers before I'd even heard of Splitsy. Splitsy does make good videos. I don't think he's made any tutorial videos in quite some time as far as gameplay goes. He has made some showing off the AI blocks, building some cool stuff with the AI blocks, but yeah, I don't think he's done too much with it in quite some time. Him and Capic really just go out and have a good time, and they're pretty entertaining to watch. Yeah, that was why I started making these, and then I noticed a whole bunch of them popping up, and I do love this lake. This is a beautiful region. I love the graphics in this game. I know not a lot of people do, but I absolutely love it. I'm really looking forward to the improvements they're making. Oh, yes, I loved that large grid landing pod. But now it would just be, well, even then it was way too much. You land and you basically got a completely base. Yeah, you'd land, you've got basically your complete base right there. It was all about just trying to find resources and build cool stuff because there was nothing really else to the game. Now they've added a bit of survival aspect to it because you're landing in that drop pod and you gotta find resources and actually build stuff. All right. All right. We are landed. You know, the coffee tax demands to be paid again. I will be right back. And I agree with that. The randomness from AI mods is really nice. No, no, just there was representation. There wasn't a vote per se. Well, I guess there was a vote of one, and I chose to go ahead and drink the coffee, knowing full well that the tax was attached to it.
Oh, thanks for the laugh. Okay, the air conditioner's not running. I'm going to check the temperature real quick in the house. And I'm actually going to turn the temperature up a good degree. And I'm going to see if the dog wants to go outside. Because I'd rather preempt that than start flying. Come on, Solo. Come on. And I'm going to step out and have a cigarette while he goes potty. Because I don't want to overload my miner and start flying back with an overloaded miner and then get up to let the dog outside. It just seems like a bad idea. I like playing with the small grid gone large kind of setup. Well, not entirely. I like to be able to have a basic refinery, basic assembler right there on my small grid ship. Basic accoutrements and build my small grid ship to basically be a base on its own. Not a substantial base, but more like it's a mobile outpost. I've got all the stuff to basically take care of all my needs in one ship, and usually I build it with an interior so it's actually a structure. And I think that's what I'll do when I do the economy playthrough, is I will add basically just some of the quality of life mods that give me the ability to have basic assembler and basic refinery right there on my small grid ship. Actually, no. I take that back. I will not add that to it. I will make a small grid ship and I will use hinges to attach a small grid assembler a large grid assembler and basic refinery inside of my ship. And yes, I'm aware that I did say I did just say that I would invite Clang. True. Clang can't be avoided, but I found hinges are the best way to avoid major repercussions from Clang. Hinges work really, really well for that, mixing small grid and large grid together. The rotors, they always seem to want to rotate a bit. The hinges, not so much. The hinges are much more stable. At least that's been my personal experience. Don't quote me on that. Well, you can quote me on it, but don't make it gospel. Because then I'd be responsible for your ship blowing up, and I don't want to do that. Okay, you've laid down. Let's go back inside. Come on. You're not going to just lay in the sun because then you'll just start panting and whining and... Come on. You'll be too tired to get up the stairs. Come on, Solo. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I know. You just woke up. There's actually a block on the workshop that converts from small grid to large grid and vice versa. I can't remember what it's called, but I am subscribed to it. Okay. This is probably not the best time to go mining. But we're gonna do it anyways. Yeah, I fell too hard last time. Okay. First, we're gonna do that. Let's go get some ice. I'm not going to get too much because I don't want to overload my miner with it and not be able to fly. But we'll probably get one large cargo container full. And I left my coffee on the dining room table. Shouldn't leave your coffee sitting around. Especially if you have cats.
Guess we just have to wait. Oh yes, of course. I will make that hybrid ship. I can remember, years ago. This was when we still had the big lander. Me and Anton were playing, me and Ozzy were playing on a multiplayer game, and I had built a small grid ship with a large grid assembler, a large grid refinery, all the large grid stuff. in it using small rotor heads. It was such a mess. And it was fun. Well, seems like as good a spot as any. And I think we're full. I still had silicon in the cargo container. That's a bummer. Okay, seems like I got a lot of ice, so I'll call it good enough for now. Six, 8. And grills are full. Yeah, I might be overloaded now. No, it seems to be flying well. Yes, you're 100% right. And when I start building one like that, I will probably mention it. The only reason I haven't mentioned it yet is because the only hybrid grids I've used have been Nectars. I didn't think that getting into too much in the hybrid grids was such a good idea for Survival Guide series. No, it won't. It can be a lot of fun though. Well, I got some ice, not nearly as much as I wanted, but I got some. Should have checked the inventory before we left. Oh well. I'm a little bummed at myself for forgetting to check the inventory and making sure the inventory was actually able to hold whatever we mined. I think I might put that Space Pirate plushie on the couch. Just so I can set it up somewhere. Yes. You make the wind turbines work on your parked rover by just putting a landing gear and landing gearing the thing to the ground. Then suddenly your wind turbines start working. Usually best if you have the landing gear on a piston so you can get it up out of the way. I don't usually use large grid rovers though. Alright, I need to... Gotta be quick about shutting off the thrusters. And... thought I saw that yellow light turn off. It should have turned off. Oh, I have the O2 generator turned off. Okay. Move all of the... There we go. That's good. I'm going to switch to this. I'm going to go O2 generator. And... oh, that's interesting. I want to turn these O2 generators off. Yeah, I'll put 2K in both of them. That way I will have ice in both my small ships if I decide to take them out. Alright. I forgot to shut off the lights. No, I didn't. Oh, that's my side lights. Okay. That's fine. Those can stay on. Alright, well, sun is setting. Done all the flying we had to do. I think I'm going to have to call it here. I have to drive my daughter to work in 40 minutes, and I've got stuff I've got to get done before I go. So, thank you for watching, and thank you for joining me. I enjoyed the chat quite a bit. Oh, before I go, I need to grab the plushie. Where's the plushie? I have it on me. Okay. Let's put the plushie on. Can't put it. Has to sit on. I can't set it on there. None of my. Can't put it there. Where did I put this? I don't think I can put it on that shelf. Man. Oh. Where am I going to put this plushie? No. Shouldn't do that. Alright, I'll figure out where to put the plushie next time. Alright, well, thank you for watching, and I'll figure out what to do with the plushie next time. Y'all have a great rest of your day. See ya.